According to Tanko Yakasai, he has said demand for restructuring, Southern governors entitled to their opinion. Tanko Yakasai has just said that the Southern governors they are entitled to their opinion, and anybody is entitled to his or her opinion. Alhaji Tanko Yakasai, a former special advisor on National Assembly matters to a former president, the late Shehu Shagari, he said that the Southern governors, in their demand for restructuring, among others demands at a meeting at Asaba, are entitled to their opinions, and other Nigerians are free to agree with their views or not. This was just as he stated that restructuring, to my understanding, is about changing our constitution. Making his views known to the Nigerian Tribune on Wednesday in Kano, Yakasai noted that there is adequate provision in our constitution and we have institutions empowered to effect such changes. According to him, governors know how to go about doing that more than an ordinary citizen like me. As far as I know, no institution is empowered by our constitution, presidency, National Assembly, or judiciary to do that, without amending the constitution to empower whichever legitimate body we want to convene. Such is a dialogue. Like I used to say, I've said it several times, that we need reconstruction of the constitution of this nation, Nigeria, because without that reconstruction of constitution, there won't be a good governance. And if reconstruction does not come up or does not take place, it is being said that Buhari should either resign or tender his resignation letter or be impeached. In other words, there will be secession, there will be division. But the agitation of division and secession has been erupting, and if not that, the agitation is even more curious and very tensed. The federal government or the lawmakers or the South governors or whichever body that represents the people would not, have come out to start looking for way to restructure the country. Thank God, Tanko Yakasai is a northern and is an Hausa person. If it were to be other region or other ethnic group representing a body and telling the federal government or telling Nigerians that Southern governors have the right to their opinion and have the right to demand for restructuring, they would have say maybe because he's anti-Buhari or anti-APC, he's an opposition party. But according to him, he said governors know how to go about doing that, and for the restructuring, that more than an ordinary citizen like me. As far as I know, no institution is empowered by our constitution, presidency, National Assembly, or judiciary to do that. That's what it means to say the governors have the right to reconstruct or conclude for reconstruction of the constitution, without amending the constitution to empower whichever legitimate body we want to convene. Such is a dialogue. Yes, they need to dialogue and come out fast, because this insecurity is becoming too much. The economic compromise is becoming too much, especially from the foreign investors. They are beginning to withdraw their assets. They are beginning to withdraw their companies and their revenue from Nigeria. Alhaji Yakasai, however, while responding on banning of open grazing for cattle, disclosed that I am not aware of any provision in our constitution that empowers any authority to deny any Nigerian citizen from exercising his right guaranteed to the citizens by the constitution, include open grazing. He said, if any governor tries to deny any citizen his right as enshrined in our extant constitution, the judiciary is there to do the needful if approached. Yes, that's true. But in the issue of open grazing, because if you as an herder, herdsman, you have cows or you have breeds of cows, you are supposed to put it in your encroached, garden, either it's a garden or a ranch, for it not to outgrow or move around and cause havoc for the other person. But the reason why open grazing is being banned or will be banned and is not encouraging, not any longer, is just because of the atrocities the herdsmen are committing. Because now the unknown gunmen that works along with these herdsmen, they hide under the disguise of being an herdsman, carrying AK-47 and perpetrating evil from one farm to the other. And meanwhile, apart from carrying a weapon or carrying AK-47, the herdsman takes their cow, rampaging and spoiling some crops on other farmers in any community they found themselves, and it's not very, very encouraging. That's why they said open grazing is not allowed or should be banned. And in other words, if you are a rearer of cow and some other person is a rearer of chicken, do you expect those taking chicken or goat or any other livestock, moving them from one place to another? How conducive can that be? How polite can that be? How encouraging can that be? If they themselves now say, okay, because the herdsmen now have a cow and they want to start rearing their cow and moving it from one place to another and spoiling or encroaching into people's land, so other people should do the same, there will be war. So that is why open grazing should be, should be banned or reduced, or better still, as a farmer or as an herder, you register under federal government. Then they will know the number of cows you have, they will know your location, and you'll be registered under the government. So it's very, very easy for monitoring. According to our constitution, provides for freedom of movement to herders or commuter, transportation and other lawful activities. Constitution is our binding document and we must respect it. Yes, we definitely, you have the right and freedom to move from one place to the other, but as far as you are not encroaching into someone else's freedom or moving from one place to another committing crime. The issue is that the people or the herdsmen that are perpetrating this evil are the ones causing this mayhem, causing this insecurity, because they use it as a means to kidnap and they use it as a means for banditry and some other thing. That's why the southern governors have now deem it fit, come together and make sure that open grazing is subside. That's not only the agenda or the issue confronting the nation right away. We have kidnapping and some other things, banditry, armed robbery, unknown gunmen everywhere, you understand. But what really happened and what really started all this is just because of the kidnapping the herdsmen were involved in. Well, there are so many comments and reactions from so many people. According to Julius Awotimiro, says it appears we can never be together with the North. They want one Nigeria and drawing back every other regions. It is really by force. Hear the nonsense about open grazing. So herder is free to rear his cattle anywhere, notwithstanding the right of others. As things are, it appears the South may need to fight war to end their freedom. This is becoming inevitable. Somebody say, bam! The entire South have to prepare for war if they want absolute freedom from Hausa or Fulani and continued hegemony. It's now clear northern Nigeria wants the status quo to remain like this. Yes, if care is not taken, there will be war. But as it is, open grazing needs to be moderate and cautioned. This unholy alliance must stop now. Even Nigeria didn't come on the platter of gold. Our forefathers fought for it. So the South must stand up and fight to set themselves free from bondage and strangulation of the North.